Coast to Coast AM is reporting a very interesting story today that I want to pick up and touch on with you. Coast to Coast AM reporting about a cat crashing a funeral. That's right. Coast to Coast AM reports that a cat crashed a funeral. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And I think there's some very interesting aspects to this. And this is the article from Coast to Coast. Eerie white cat crashes funeral in Malaysia. It appears to be a Islamic funeral. And a cat mysteriously shows up on the grave during a man's funeral, refuses to leave. And I'm going to show you some very interesting things about that. The scene is captured on video by the man's grandson. And the cat didn't belong to the family. No one had ever seen the cat before. But the cat sat perched on the grave, wouldn't budge, despite, as you will see, several attempts to move the animal away from the area, and it reacted very uncat-like. Now, the man, it was said, loved cats when he was alive. Is it just an inappropriate cat? Or is it some type of supernatural message being imparted by the frisky feline? The original story is from the Daily Mail. Let's see if there's any additional things here from the Daily Mail. He was said to be a big lover of cats. The cat refused to leave. And you're going to see as we go through this. And it's just very, very interesting. And the cat remained even after the funeral, as you can see. So what in the world was going on with this cat? Well, let's take a look at the video on YouTube. And let's see what this cat does. So the funeral's going on, and all of a sudden here comes this perfectly white cat out of nowhere. Watch this. Lady tries to grab it. Now, most cats would start biting and scratching and hissing, but look at that cat. He just doesn't do anything, but stays there. She tries to grab him again. Normally that cat, you grab a cat like that, you're going to get a whole handful of teeth. But no. The cat just was going to stay there, does some digging. Here comes another lady. Watch this. That's a great way to get a handful of teeth right there, ma'am. But no. And look at it. That is not a normal cat. Or that is not the actions of a normal cat. And here's people at a funeral. I love it. They're pulling out their cell phones and taking videos at a funeral. Look at this cat. A cat would bite you 6 ways from Sunday if you did that. Well, there we go. That's the end of that. But interesting. So it made me think about cats and spirituality. That is not a picture of Rooney, though it looks like him a lot. So what about cats? Cats are drawn to spiritual people. Cats have an energy that connects to higher realms. Cats are very connected to the earth. Unlike dogs, they don't need other animals. Dogs aren't very connected to the earth, so they're more of a pack animal. They need connections with other creatures. Cats are drawn to spiritual people. Cats do have energetic spiritual abilities, it said. Older cats have bigger energetic bodies. As the time passes, a cat does gather more spiritual power. Cats can sense spirits. Cats can even communicate with spirits. Was this cat communicating with this man? It's even said that cats can chase fairies around the garden. Spiritual people have big energy fields. That's attractive to cats. Cats trust people with big energy fields. Interesting. Cats have high intuition and energy. Cats come around people that put off good energy. Cats alert us that there's spirits in the house. Maybe the cat recognized the man's spirit, some residue of the man's spirit, even there in the dirt, and was saying, wait a minute. My friend's down here. Let's don't leave him just now. Cats are very empathetic. Cats really do understand what's going on in the spiritual realm. And cats do have a real interesting sense of spirituality. So this guy and this cat, it said they didn't have any connection prior to that meeting. But that cat must have sensed that that was a good guy as far as cats go. Maybe that cat sensed his spirit leaving. Maybe that cat sensed an opening of the veil and wanted to be in the middle of the opening of the veil, because the cat wasn't trying to hurt anybody or dig anything or dig into anybody, hurt anybody. Maybe that cat sensed an opening of the veil and wanted to be a part of it. Wanted to be there in the thinness of a veil of a freshly passed individual. But for whatever reason, I think it's a very interesting reminder that the end of life, the end of this life is not the end of life. The end of this life is just a journey into another life. And that was very, very interesting for a cat to crash a funeral, not act anything like a cat, but act very, very interested in the welfare and the passing of that individual. Quickly to the chat room. Poor thing, Mrs. Owner. It wasn't his owner, Sarah. No one had ever seen the cat before. Cats do have an instinct. Maybe he did need a soul friend. They hadn't seen the cat around. Maybe he had fed the cat, though. That was the start of the video, what I showed you. Exactly. Just let the cat go. The cat's soul is attached somehow. I agree. The cats are amazing. Denise James had an amazing cat. Cats are very, very interesting. I've got a cat on my back patio. It hisses if I try to give it water. Tammy Brown sees her cats interact with her house spirits. Russian Blue goes out and plays with an imaginary friend. It's only imaginary to you, Adriana. I've always had a dog and a cat in my life. I have cats. I don't have dogs. My cat just throws up. That's funny. Rooney has blue eyes. Interesting. Cat eats too much and throws up hairballs. Oh my. Anyway, there you go. Cats crashing a funeral. Cats displaying their spiritual tendencies. Interesting stuff. We'll be back at 5 p.m. for our regularly scheduled live broadcast. And what am I going to be talking about? Oh, I'm going to be talking about the wicked tenant, the original teachings of the Christ. And that'll be at 5 p.m. You may see me even before then, but we do 11, 5, and 11 every day, live programming. So you can know when I'm going to be here live, and you can show up. And of course, we come to you, and we come to you at different times as well throughout the day. So there you go. Cat crashes funeral. And it wasn't a black cat, it was a white cat. So how about that? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. This has been the gospel truth about some strange stuff with cats and funerals. Remember, there's only 3 days until the end of the world, so get your affairs in order. 3 days till the end of the world as Christianity knows it. And I feel fine. Much more on that coming. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. I salute those of you that are here seeking truth. No original sin within. Spark of divinity. Love yourself. Love your neighbors. Be excellent to each other. Continue to make the change that you want to see. And above all else, my friends, stay fearless, my friends.